Suit you, sir.
Welcome back to nomansland, everyone, and this is the survival challenge series I'm doing. So in this episode we've got all these bales that we did in the last one that we've got all baled up and wrapped. We have those to pick up, and then we're going to make a start on creating the bigger field that we cut all the grass for. But as usual, as we start this episode, I'm just going to quickly get in the Massey, pick up all the flowers and the all the planks. We'll just check on the furniture price. If the furniture price is good, we'll sell that as well. So that's my first job, and I'll see you when I'm getting up to the store. I'm sure you don't need to see me load up all these pallets every time. Right, well that's everything loaded up now. There was 2 pallets of furniture there, but the price is... well, the price could be better. About $600 shy of the maximum. So we just made $100,000 there, just over $100,000 in fact. Which puts us up to $535,000. So the next job, we'll get back with the Massey. I think we'll put the mowers on it, and we'll set a worker off using coarse play to mow the grass over there. And then we'll jump into the Fendt and we'll run around and pick up all those bales. I'm not sure if they'll be fermented fully yet, but we'll just store them to the side if they're not, and then get them sold as soon as they're fully fermented and the price is good. Oh, we missed a pallet of flowers there. Right, so I'll just drop off this loader. Where am I going to put the loader? Really need to sort out this yard a bit better. Get some more gravel down. And the Deutz-Fahr's in the way, so we'll get the Deutz-Fahr out of the way. Right, so anyhow, I'll get set up with this mower, get a worker kicked off doing that job, and then I'll just see you over with the silage bales. Okay, so the worker's away doing the mowing in the grass field, so we'll just get round here with the round bale stacker. I think there was about 65 bales, so it's going to be 3 trips with this. I never actually checked on the fermented state, so let's just have a quick look. Oh, 98%. So these are fairly close to being ready. And just out of interest in terms of price, silage, $493. Well, we could leave them a little bit. Yeah, we're in September now, so a couple of months we'll get a better price for them. So as I say, there's nothing really interesting I can do with picking up brown bales, so I'll just get this job out of the way and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Didn't take that long at all. Didn't quite have a 3rd trailer full, but that's not to worry. So I'll just leave them there. Just have a quick check of the status of them all. So what's that? It's 96, 97, 99. Oh, some of these are now silage, which is great. certainly by the end of the episode they'll all be silage. So just have a quick check on how the Massey's doing here. It seems to be doing alright. It hasn't got round that rock yet, so I'm not sure if we're going to have any issues there or not. Right, so we'll get back to the Fendt. So the next job, we'll pick up the harrow and we'll start creating this field, or at least the field extension. Also top this thing up with diesel. It's nearly on vapor. I'm currently recording this episode here about, I think it's about a week in advance of what Chainsaw and Dagwin have released so far. And I did notice that in Dagwin's latest video he mentioned about the gold production. So fortunately I haven't done anything about that yet other than collect some stones. So Dagwin's made a question, and I think he's asked people to reply to comments. By this time I'm sure we'll know what the answer is. Or by the time this video is released we'll know what the answer was to that. So I think I'd reply that gold production should be alright as long as all the stones are collected from your fields and not bought from the shop. So I definitely think that's the way to go, but it does mean that if they decide to put a rule saying no gold production, then I'm going to have a rethink on what I do with those stones, or if I even bother collecting stones in future. So that's just something to watch out for. But what it probably means is, instead of, I'll have to come back the other way and tidy this corner up. Instead of going straight into gold production, I thought I'd maybe stepped over there. Oh, I haven't. Instead of going into gold and methane production, what we could do is get that Tailors Shop so we can start making clothes. I think it was about 100,000 for the production. Quite expensive, but you know, we've got the fabric now, so we might as well do it. I'm actually thinking as well about going into cotton. It's a big outlay in terms of having to get a cotton harvester, but I think the good thing about cotton is it's very easy for a worker to just crack on with the job. You never have to empty it. So from that perspective, you know, it will be a really good crop to grow. And with the massive amount of cotton that you get, it would make the Tailors Shop more viable. Because at the moment with the sheep that we've got, we're not producing that much wool really. I just cannot get this line straight. What's going on? Right, hopefully that's it sorted now. It isn't until you come on a side view like this that you realise just how steep this field actually is. Well, I'm actually thinking as well that, you know, if a combine and a plough and everything can make it this far up the hill, then there's no reason that we couldn't extend this right to the field boundary. But this is going to be a big enough job to get done anyway, so just for now, I think we can just leave it as is at this size. I'm thinking as well, maybe now that the fields are getting so big, it might be an idea to get a bigger harrow or cultivator. Certainly going to have to get a bigger seeder because, you know, I think the one we've got is only 6 meters. And I mean, now that we have this Fendt, you know, there's pretty much nothing that we can't pull anymore, so I'll definitely have a look into that. Okay, so that's the field marked out. So now it's just a case of filling in, which I'll maybe time lapse. I'm not sure if I'll time lapse it all, but we'll just see how it goes. What a big mistake. Before a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like you're fake. Take control of your own life. So I've decided that it was just going to take far too long to do with a 6 meter harrow. So I've just bought that big 12 meter one instead. And this one here, so what's it's worth 29,000. We'll repair it and we'll repaint it. So it needs to be worth over 35.5, 36.2, that's good. So now we'll sell. Yeah, so I bought a cultivator. I bought this one here. It's 12.2 meters wide. It needs 375 horsepower, which obviously we've got. I could have gone wider, but yeah, I just didn't think that was. We were sort of then getting to the limits of horsepower, and then with that hill that we've got to go up, I just thought this was the better option. So we'll go and give this a go. So downhill, it's obviously fine. Just have to see how it does going uphill. So I'll get back to the time lapse, and it should only take half the time now. Before a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice.
advice, stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like you're fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
Okay, so that's gone fairly well. Definitely it was a good idea upgrading to this size of a cultivator. We're not losing too much speed, I suppose. We dipped down to 5 mile an hour right towards the top of the hill here. But, you know, dragging a cultivator this size, I don't suppose that's too bad. It actually looks like there's a lot of front wheel spin going on there. So perhaps that's... it would have been better had I put a big front weight on. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'll get this back to the shed. I'm going to put the plough on and just set a worker off ploughing this field in. And then for the last job for the day, I'm going to go and get the mowers off the Massey, put the front loader on, and we'll go and refill all the animals' feed. So I'm hoping this will go in. It looks like it could be a bit tight. Well, unless that clips through, it's not going in. Oh dear. Right. So we're definitely going to need a bigger shed now. I really didn't think about that, did I? Right, well, I can just park it here next to the combine, I suppose. We have got to wait somewhere. Here we go. I don't think it's that big. Oh no, that one's alright. I probably need to get some bigger weights at some point. Alright, so I'll just grab the plough, I'll send it over to the far side of the field and we'll just stick a worker on getting all this field ploughed in. It'll need lime spread on it as well, but we can do that once the plough's finished. And these are our elm trees that we planted. They're starting to grow up a bit. Alright, so there we go. We'll just how can the worker not see a field here? That makes no sense. What's going on? Might be easier to line up if I can see the whole implement. Right, there we go. Alright, so I'll just go and get into the Massey. Yes, the Massey's not done a bad job. We'll get that all rowed up in the next episode and then get it baled. Might even, although we do have a fair bit of hay to be fair, so I was thinking maybe we need some more hay, but I think we're actually doing okay for hay. So I'll just get this washed off, get it put away, and I'll see you all over with the animals. Right, so I brought over a couple of silage bales. Not sure if you actually needed them, but they're here now. So let's just fill up with the TMR. The Silo King is full, so we'll be able to see if it needs any more bales put in there. I think I can see a straw bale. There's already a silage bale in there. But I'm guessing that the cows, well, they haven't run out of food, but it must be getting extremely close. Yeah, so they've only got 5,000 litres left. They don't really need any water. The milk's starting to fill up, so I wonder what the price of milk is. Milk, there we go. Best price is February, so we're a bit off from that. What, 2280? Well, actually, oh, that's at the bakery. So farm shop 2217. Do you know we could sell the milk today? But let's get the food sorted out first. We're getting quite a bit of manure as well. I'm not really bothered about doing anything with that manure just yet. Say that would be for methane production. That's a weird collision. Yeah, so it's probably going to need more hay, which we've got. More TMR can they take? Oh, we're at 30,000 and we're about half full. Might just stick another straw bale in as well. Right, so I'm just going to leave the trailer here. In fact, open this door. I'll go and get a couple of straw bales. I assume it'll let me pick up 2 straw bales. Only just, I think. And then hay bales, we'll give a couple to the sheep and we'll put a couple into the silo king. Actually, we might be struggling to get these in. I think I've put way too much silage in. Oh, they've just dropped in, so maybe not. But it looks like it could do with a straw bale. So we'll go and grab one last straw bale. Yeah, so it's completely full with silage, hay and straw now. Right, so we've got a couple of bales of wool over here, so we'll go and grab those and take those over to the spinnery. It looks as though that ploughing's going to take quite a long time. What I might do is just set off the Massey with the smaller plough, just doing the other side of the field. You know, I know it's not much of a size compared to that one, but it's got to be helpful. It might only be half the width of the big plough we've got there, but you know, it'll help speed things up slightly, I suppose. Need to move that bread as well from the spawn point. Can't quite lift two. What's bread price like? 4353. And that's not going to be till sort of December, January time. Right, so let's have a quick look at putting in a Tailors Shop. So I want to go for productions. What does it look like? Tailors Shop, here we go. And it's $100,000. So ideally, if we could just stick it in here somewhere. I wonder where the spawn points are. Let's just have a switch on of those. So that could be... Alright, okay, so we tip it in here, this side, and it comes out the back. So... just trying to think which is the best orientation for this. So if we did it like that, everything's sort of close by, and then we can just tip it in from that back side, I suppose. So then let's get it lined up. There's not a straight edge on it. Okay, so I think if I just put it somewhere around here. There we go, and then landscaping. I'll just... Okay, so we're right on our boundary here. Actually can't do anything with this grass. Well, not yet anyway. Okay. So what I want to do is, if I go here, And this fabric here, I'm going to distribute it. So the fabric should automatically go into this one. And let's... Do I need to activate it? I would have thought I did. There we go. Right, so we'll activate that. So we should start making clothes now. Not sure how long it takes for fabric to move over. But these pallets of fabric here, they can go straight into the trigger point for it. Right, I'm sure we'll get these there in one piece. Just take the corner gently, it'll be alright. Yeah, so we've got 4,000 litres of fabric now. So 2 lots of fabric is 1 lot of clothes. So that's 2,000 litres of clothes, and the sell price for clothes is, wow, 30,000 at best. So 2 lots of fabric at 11,000, that's 22,000, nearly 23,000, and we'll be getting 30,000. So it's definitely worthwhile doing that. So the Fendt's making progress. We've got one of these strips where it's not ploughing for some reason. Seems like we've got that in every field, which makes me wonder if it is anything to do with stumps. Anyway, right, so I said we'll get the worker away doing this. At least it's a little bit of something. Not sure which way it'll go at the end there. It might decide to start ploughing the other side that we haven't just created. So as always, the last job of the day is just to top up the greenhouses. So one last job, just remembered we were going to do before finish the episode. We'll just empty out this water and we'll go and sell all our milk. I'm not entirely sure where I fill up from. I thought this was the trigger point for milking here. Nope, not there. I wonder if it's this little thing on the side then. I'll have to put this zone markers back on. So there is something here, but I'm guessing that that's the slurry point. Oh, it actually when did it fill up with milk? I didn't notice it doing that. Right. Oh well. I was expecting to see like the sort of normal pop-up for when you fill something up. Right, let's get this up to the store. And we'll see how much money it's worth. I actually should have noticed because it became really sluggish and hard to turn. I know I was going to put this milk into a cheese factory, and I will do that, but you know, we've just spent 100,000 on Tailors Shop, and it cost us about 60,000 for that new cultivator, so I don't want to go spending everything all at once. And I'm not entirely sure where this would sell. I'm going to guess it's here. There we go. Unload the milk. Yeah, so when that tanker filled up, you can hear now the sort of running noise of liquid. There was none of that I heard when I was filling up. $56,500. That's pretty good. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's anything that you think I can do better, stick it in the comments. If you could give the video a like, that would really help me out. And if you're not subscribed, will you please consider subscribing to the channel. Have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.